Round 6 of the 2019 Intrust Super Shute Shield highlights thanks to Fujitsu. Northern Suburbs hosting Sydney University. This was a runaway try for James Armstrong of Sydney University. Against the runner play, it must be said, Cam Shepherd, but 2 7-stars, John Porch for Northern Suburbs. James Armstrong for Sydney University, really duking it out.
Yeah, well, absolutely. The line speed of Sydney University, especially out wide, was fantastic. On this occasion, James Armstrong picked the pass of Harry Bury beautifully, and then great work from John Porch to get as close as he did, but Armstrong had the presence of mind to dot that one over. And it wasn't long before Sydney University had their second try. Some great lead-up work at the line-out and then by the forwards to get this close. And Wayne Borsak delivers for Sydney University to stretch their lead out to 14-3 at that point.
Yeah, Big Borsak was firing today, and he's been challenged to do a little bit more around the grounds. He's a set-piece beast, and one of those old-school front rowers, loves a scrum, but Big Borsak able to get the try and lend his hand, and James Kane lending his foot, lending his hand, lending his brain, a bit of individual genius.
Yeah, a little bit of individual brilliance there. Will Davies exactly right. The kick was an interesting one considering the situation in the field. That was the 22-metre line, but that's how he backs himself. John Porch, it's a very tough ball to wrap up. You don't know if it's going to bounce away from you or pop up. It pops up, but presence of mind from James Kane to regather and score a great individual try.
Yeah, tough stuff for John Porch, one of the stars of the start of the 2019 season. He was kept a little bit quiet today, but such a smooth mover. This was a big break for Northern Suburbs. They received the penalty try, and Ratu Ratosalia was given a yellow card at that point as well. Half-time, it was 24 points to 10. The way of Sydney Uni, but Northern Suburbs, a decent piece of work here. They started to try and chance their arm and figure out Sydney Uni just a little bit.
Yeah, well, the replacement of Noonan and then bringing on young Nick Duffy, we know how good he is in the New South Wales Waratahs setup. He's missed a lot of rugby in 2018 and 2019 with a variety of different injuries, but that was a great line as well from Harry Bury, and Norths just seemed to scrap their way into this game. It definitely wasn't the best performance they've had all year, but they just kept staying in there. Unfortunately, Sydney University continued to power back at set piece. Jack Sherritt was sensational when he came onto the field, and Declan Moore there, the beneficiary of an outstanding rolling maul.
Yeah, Declan Moore, a really exciting young hooker, and Sydney University able to integrate him this season. A couple of tries the week before and then a try here. This was last chance to learn for Northern Suburbs.
Yeah, brilliant work from Jack Lindsay. I would have liked to have seen them put a few more kicks in behind like that. That kept them in touch. Sinclair would add the extras, but unfortunately for Northern Suburbs, they would get one more bite at the cherry. They couldn't do much with it. It was game over, and a big win for Sydney University.
Absolutely right. Round 6 Uni winners at North Sydney Oval, 29 points to 24.